Frank and Son Collectible Show is a collectible, toy, and trading card show that was founded in 1988. Welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you get notified of my latest videos. Please hit that like button and leave a suggestion or a comment. You might see that in a future video. Thanks for watching, and now back to a regular scheduled program. If you're a movie buff, comic book fan, Star Wars fan, or a fan of pop culture, then you probably heard of a little show in San Diego called Comic-Con. Sure, it's a place to celebrate your fandom with those around you, where you can dress up like your favorite character not on Halloween. But if you're like me, who can't get tickets because they sell out in minutes, or don't want to pay around $90 or more per ticket per day from a scalper, the next best thing to do besides going on eBay to buy your toys or collectibles is to go to Frank and Sons. Frank and Son Collectible Show was founded in 1988 by collectors Frank and Janet Zamarripa. The show started in a 5,000 square foot warehouse belonging to the Frank and Son Warehousing and Trucking Company. When it started, there was just 15 vendor tables. Zamarripa has been an avid collector of McDonald's items for 40 years. He gets his hands on anything McDonald's: toys, cups, straws, styrofoam containers for Big Macs. He even has his own playland with original equipment. He now has over 100,000 McDonald's collectibles. When Zamarripa and his wife Janet started the collectible show, he didn't need the money. When he first started the show, Zamarripa couldn't have dreamed it would have been successful. "Shoot, I thought it would be at least a couple of years and that would be it," Zamarripa said. "I always wondered when it was going to end. I keep adding more tables, adding more tables." When the show first started, selling and trading sports cards was the most common activity, along with comic book sales. Over the years, the sports card sector has shrunk at Frank and Son, as the economy has changed as well as people's tastes. It was a pretty clearly defined sports card and comic book show. There wasn't, at that time, this was of course before cell phones, a lot of media, and gaming hadn't really begun. In the old room, it was pretty much like it was in the late 80s and the 90s. Lots of wax, breaking a lot of product, that kind of thing. In 1997, with more and more people attending the show, they upgraded to a 65,000 square foot warehouse in the City of Industry. It was located on 19649 San Jose Avenue, and if you had ever been near that warehouse, parking was scarce, and on a hot Southern California day, the inside of the building could be extremely hot and stuffy. The show consists of a plethora of vendors peddling wares such as comics, action figures, trading cards, video games, sports memorabilia, Hot Wheels, and all sorts of toys and collectibles. They have always offered free parking at admission. For the first 20 plus years, they were only open on Wednesdays from 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. But they opened up to Saturdays too, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Frank and Son Collectible Show has hosted all sorts of celebrities for signings and appearances throughout the years. Notable figures who showed up at the venue include Stan Lee, Lou Ferrigno, Mike Trout, Joe Montana, Magic Johnson, Frank Robinson, Pete Rose, Mike Tyson, and more. On January 1st of 2020, the show moved to a former Sam's Club at 17835 Gale Avenue. Frank and Son Collectible Show was now in a 125,000 square foot retail warehouse building that now had over 250 booths. All the vendors have permanent fixtures at the show. Zamarripa estimates more than 3,000 people attend the 3-a-week show. About 90,000 square feet are occupied by vendors, while another 15,000 square feet are reserved for autograph sessions. Parking at admission is still free. Parking is better than before, although I would say that there are more people now than before. There are no lines to get in except when it first opens, and there's plenty of things to look at. The prices at the show are a bit high, and are about the same as what you might buy on eBay, but if you're looking for that hard-to-find collectible, rare collectible, or just want to take a trip down memory lane, then Frank and Son Collectible Show is the place to go. If you're hoping to find that collectible, I would recommend you go in the morning, but if you're like me, who takes things there to sell to the vendors, then go in the afternoon, towards closing is best. That's because they have money. The vendors will buy stuff off of you, depending on the item, but do not, and I repeat, do not try to sell to the public there. They have strict rules about selling to them, and doing so could get you kicked out. You have to be a registered vendor in order to sell to the public. For me and my son, we go straight to the vendors. General rule of thumb when they are buying from you is that they generally take their sales price for the item and will give you half or a little less, so expect to get that. If you don't like that, you can just sell it on eBay, Facebook, or OfferUp. Frank and Son Collectible Show also has a snack bar as well as vintage arcade in the front. The decorations also feature an old Toys R Us sign, a collection of lunchboxes, McDonald's collections, NASCAR stuff, and lots of display cases with all those retro toys that you may have forgotten about. This pandemic version of the show now features a vaccination site. You must wear a mask in there, and you may record in there, but just ask the vendors first if you can so that they don't get mad at you. The showroom is very bright and has air conditioning, unlike the original warehouse where it was rather dark and extremely hot during the summer. So if you cannot afford Comic-Con or live too far away, then going to Frank and Son's Collectible Show is the way to go. There's a Comic-Con every weekend and on Wednesdays. Nowadays, Zamarripa figures that the show is comprised of about 20% sports cards, 40% comics, and the other 20% toys, magic, and the latest craze items. Thanks for watching, and maybe I'll see you there. I posted their information at the end of this video as well as their holiday hours for 2021. Happy hunting! Hey, if you just watched my video, thanks for watching. Hit that like button and please subscribe to Eric C. Productions.